Hey everyone, Jeremy here. It is Thursday night and we're going to create some art. It's going to be awesome. So we do have a special guest tonight. Rome Dog is supposed to be here with us, but he says he's running a little bit late. So I thought, well, I'll just start the show. I'll get things set up, and then when he is ready, he could just pop in. Or if he never shows up, that's fine too. We've done shows by ourselves before. It's totally fine. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna hop right in and get to work. Rome Dog had reached out and said, "Hey, let's do another live show." We had done one of these things before, where we co-hosted. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed hanging out with Rome Dog. So he says, "Let's do that again." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then it's like, "Well, what are we gonna draw?" I wasn't really sure what we landed on, but he sent me a picture of a dog named Maverick. I think the dog's name is Maverick, and I'm not sure if we're supposed to draw Maverick or not, but that's what I'm going to draw tonight. And when Rome Dog shows up, he can draw whatever he wants, and we'll just get right to it. So, um, if I let's see, go to there we go. All right, it's a little tricky in this setup because I'm not used to using Streamyard. We are using Streamyard for the co-hosting tonight. I'm just going to leave it running, and when Rome Dog shows up, I can add him in quickly. It's really easy. But if anybody wants to hang out in the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I'm just going to get started. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to this as I am. So I'm just going to hop right in. Ready? Did you send stream yard? Yeah, Rome. I sent you a link, man. It's in your. It should be in your inbox. If you need that again, let me know. I can send it to you. So hopefully he'll show up. he's in the chat now, but it's all good. So we are drawing this this beautiful puppy dog named Maverick, I think. Anyway, hopefully you can find that link. I will resend it. So I think my my technique here is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to start with laying down some charcoal, and then come back and actually add some features over it. So I'm going to make a few marks just to let myself remember where the eyes are and the nose. And then from there, I'll just kind of reach out. Yeah, Rum Dog, if you need that link again, let me know, man. Otherwise, I'm just going to draw. So, yeah, I'm just going to get down some basic tone, then kind of smooth that out. This is kind of like just a scribble drawing. I can't believe next week is already Thanksgiving. It is crazy. I'm so looking forward to just chilling out and eating a bunch of turkey. And so the technique here is just scribble, essentially. Laying down some tone. I will lay down some darker areas, but really, I'm not too worried about details at this point because all of this stuff's going to be like smoothed out. I'm actually kind of wondering if I've got everything working right here. I think I sent the link to him. Let me double check. Bear with me, guys. We'll get Rome Dog in here. Let me resend this. Hey, because I can. How's it going? Rome, I sent that link to you again. If you check your email, it should be there. Hopefully. If it doesn't work, just let me know. I don't mind doing a stream by myself if like you can't make it in for whatever reason, but the intent is there. I tried. ABIC. So this is an adorable dog. I was hoping Rome would tell me what kind of dog it is. Kind of looks like a mix, but I'm not 100% sure. Kind of looks a little bit like a healer. It's got like the white marking across the head, but I don't know. I am not the guy to go guessing dog breeds. I've never been very good at that. He's got a big old tongue here. Hey, kid, how's it going? Australian cattle dog. There we go. I felt like he was in the herding kind of dog. I like to practice with random scribbles and see what I come up with. Yeah, because again, that's a that's kind of how I got started with charcoal. Is I got started with what I called messy charcoal pictures, where I just kind of like scribble on the paper. But then once I have some tone down, then I come back and kind of like smooth it out. I just kind of go back and forth over this process several times until I get a good bit of charcoal down on the page, and I'm pretty happy with where things are. Maverick, gotcha. Yeah, I thought his name was Maverick. How's everybody doing? Doing great, kid. Hopefully we'll have a Rome Dog join us here in a little bit. In the meantime, I am drawing, I think his dog or like a family member's dog. Goes by the name of Maverick. Apparently it is an Australian cattle dog. Because again, it's like, better now that you're here, kid. Yeah, I get that a lot. People don't ever actually tune in to see me. They tune in to see my dog or chat with each other or something like that. So this technique is a little bit different than what I normally do, where I come in with a blending stump and add stuff. But it's all kind of the same idea. Just kind of softly and lightly get some features in that you build off of. It's a great way to, like, some people box in their pictures. This is another way of doing that, where you're kind of like, you're putting in like some shapes and some tones and so on, just to kind of get an idea of where everything is. Hey, Larry, how's it going? I do like StreamYard. At some point, I think I might actually pay to use StreamYard, and then I can get rid of the little logo up there. But I like some of the features in here. I like that you guys, I can come in and I can actually add your comment to like the stream. That's kind of cool. I feel like I'm doing like a promo for StreamYard. Hey, StreamYard, look, I'm happy to do a promo for you guys. Give me a free membership so I can use you guys with up and. All right, we got Rome Dog in the house. Let me add him in here. Like the stream. Rome Dog, well, hopefully Rome knows he's live. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah, got my volume just a little bit so I can hear you better. There you go. I can hear you better now. All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Let me turn the volume up there.
So how's it going, man?
It's going okay today. A little cloudy, but we finally got there.
Nice. We got a little bit of snow in our area, like a light dusting. Yeah.
Yeah, it might snow tonight. There's a lot of rain coming down today.
Just in time for the holidays.
You're drawing Mav. That's my best friend, Richard. I met him a couple years ago, and he lost Mav, and I just got Rome, so I knew what that was like. And so we went to the park all the time. He let me borrow his big pickup truck and go driving, and so he's one of those lost dogs, but still not gone.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Like, I'm glad you told me that, because as you know, I really take a lot of like a lot of interest. I don't know what word. I really enjoy drawing dogs that people have lost, and it's like memorial portraits and things like that. So
yeah,
that makes it more interesting for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's actually watched a lot of your streams.
Oh.
He doesn't comment or anything, but he's watched a lot of them with me.
Oh, cool.
So he's probably watching that right now. What's up, Richard? And I'm gonna start drawing here in a second.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
appreciate you showing up. You know, like if you had to bail, that would have been fine too. But I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I could do it. I left all my equipment in my car, and we're
Mhm.
packing up to move. So it's kind of a mess around here. And I'm like, no, we're gonna do it. Show's got to go on.
Right?
So
Yeah,
I
that's
did
that's the number one rule. The show must go on.
gotta go on, right? So I'm gonna get my YouTube page up on the other phone so I can see what the chat's like.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we got some people in here. Give some shout outs. We got Because of Canon here. We got Kid in
what's up, Rick?
here. We got Larry.
What's up, Larry?
Yeah, got the usual crew.
Right? It's a party now.
It is a party.
There we go. Got that going.
So what are you drawing tonight? Did you are you gonna draw a
Um,
map too?
I think I'm gonna draw Doug. It's my biggest fan, my mom's biggest fan,
Yeah.
and she lost her dog about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. So memorial
maybe
pet portraits all around.
I have her pictures on the phone that's recording, so maybe I'll start out with the Rome dog and go from there.
All right. Cool. Well, I think. Yeah, I think I kind of like this technique. I can't figure out if I like this more than my usual technique of using a blending stump to kind of put down some bass tone to work off of. I guess
Are you
I
doing
mean,
the wet charcoal with
yeah, I'm using charcoal, so I'm just kind
Okay.
of like scribbling on the page instead of doing my normal thing. It kind of creates the same effect.
I
Guess it's
tried
just
it at the end of your stream last stream, and that is nice. I like it.
the whole wet charcoal thing that I've been
Yeah,
doing. Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. It turns out really nice. I don't remember where I learned that. I'd love to give the person credit, but I forget. Just like everybody else, I watch a ton of random YouTube videos and stuff. So I like, even though I should really write down my influences, I don't know who they are. They're probably all the people that you would expect.
Right.
Yeah, because
Ashland.
YouTube basically pushes the same people on you each time, so they're probably all the famous people.
I don't know what should I draw, guys. You got any ideas? I don't.
Something awesome. All right, chat. We need some help here. Rome Dog needs to know what to draw. So if you guys got any suggestions, now's the time. Yeah, hopefully you weren't rushed or anything like that. We could have delayed it a little bit if you wanted.
That's okay.
I always have trouble with dogs like licenses, like the little rabies collars and things like that. Those are always tough for me. Dog tags. There we go. Word escaped me for a minute. Hey Lorraine, how's it going?
What's up, Larry?
Oh, Kid says Rome is pretty good at drawing Larry, so I guess that's her suggestion.
All right.
Lorraine, yes, I am feeling better. Thank you. I still got a little bit of a congestion and stuff like that, but way better than Tuesday. Tuesday, I was doing bad. It was just leaking all over the place. So I'm happy to say that I am feeling better. The thing I like about Maverick the most is he's got this beautiful tongue just sticking out. It's adorable.
All right. So I got pink. I like starting out with pink or sketching out.
Thanks.
So let's do. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to sharpen all the pencils.
Yeah, you're fine.
That beforehand. All right, can we see okay?
Yeah, I think so. Once you get a little ways, I can actually put yours up on the so that people can see it more. Let's see. I think I have that control. I have to remember how to use these controls. Give me one moment. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can zoom in on you. No problem.
I'll try not to dance while I'm drawing.
Oh, feel free to dance.
Yeah, sometimes I got my clipboard up high so I stand when I draw.
Yeah.
And I do like that, and I'll get the music going and moving around the garage. So
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing about doing these live things. You can't really play the music. I like listening to music myself when I draw.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's just YouTube though. YouTube sucks when it comes to that kind of stuff. I was thinking about getting a membership to one of those like stock music library things, and it wouldn't be the music I want to listen to while working, but at least it would be royalty free, and I could play it.
That's true. I wish they had somewhere you could like, stream or have a radio station, right? And then the listeners could also tune into that radio station. Then
That'd be cool.
Right? Then they can listen to what we're listening to.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
Been,
Yeah, if you got one of those royalty streaming services or something like that, you could pipe the music in as like an extra channel or something like that for them to listen to while you're working and stuff. It'd be a little bit challenging to like do that and also talk over it and things like that. I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure there's something you could do. Yeah, this is basically like, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm basically doing the same blending I would have been doing if I just used the blending stump to begin with. But it's all right. Try different things. See what you like.
We got another one of Rome's fans. This is for Zoid Dusted Death Songies. And he always comments, he's talking like a dog, right? So it took me a while to understand what he's talking about. So then I figured out he's talking dog talk. So I'm going to add some of his letters to the piece here.
Nice.
R-U-L.
Now, Lorraine says that you might want to wipe your camera because she says it's a little bit blurry.
Okay.
But,
Good call, Lorraine. Thank you. That is
But at least she wants to see your art, so that's cool.
It is in pink right now, so you can probably barely see it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me zoom in there. Yeah, that's crystal clear. Good job.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Rough.
Yeah, that's looking good so far.
Good little warm up. All right, let's go. Back to screen. Let's see the
How old was Maverick?
The wine kid. That's awesome. What's that, Jeremy?
Oh, I was wondering how old Maverick was.
Oh, I don't know how old he was. 8, I think.
Gotcha.
He was around for a good minute. He had diabetes, so Richard took care of him, gave him his insulin shots. Just dog, man, best friend.
Yeah.
He never forget that.
He looks very friendly.
Yeah. And then he hurt him a little bit, like, hey, come over here. Don't do that. He kind of growled at him a little bit. So he's a cool dog. And Richard, I call Richard Rome's dog brother.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I had a cat growl at me today. So my cat lost a lot of weight. Like he was sick for a while, and he lost a lot of weight, and we're trying to get him to kind of fatten up a little bit. So I've been feeding him wet dog food, not dog food, sorry, wet cat food that he really, really likes, just to kind of fatten him up. But then the dogs get jealous, so they want some of it too. So I've been trying to like separate it out, but the cat is not happy with that arrangement. The cat wants all of it. So when I was trying to get some of the cat food back to give to the dogs, the cat actually growled at me. It was weird. I've never heard a cat growl before. But that cat likes its wet cat food.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a kitten a couple months ago, and her name is Meredith, right?
Oh, that's
And
cute.
he is outside all the time, just bringing us bugs, moths, killing everything in sight.
Yeah.
And I'll call her Killer. Like, come on, Killer, kill! And she's just awesome. I call her Dog because I want to teach her fetch. So I'll
Oh,
be like,
that's
good
cute.
dog, good dog. And she'll come to when I call the dogs who are Cooper.
Yeah.
So,
That's super cute, man.
yeah. Okay, so Meredith, Keith came out, and that Keith is Warhorse. Warhorse
Okay.
K-Bar.
Gotcha.
And
for
like
those who don't
Meredith,
know, he's a regular who hops into the chat every now and then.
yeah, he was supposed to be here tonight. I think he's door dashing. He got jostled. But they might be listening in the car.
Oh, that's
What's
cool.
up, Jonathan? Yeah, she's 5. She's awesome. She draws all the time with me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I'm getting some little things together for Thanksgiving because we're going to Keith's house at his
Nice.
parents, and all the kids will be there. So I'm gonna get the drawing supplies so I can draw with all the kids again this year, which is awesome.
You guys, you guys also sent me some photos of people dressed up in Civil War uniforms, like Civil War reenactors.
So yeah, Keith does that.
Oh,
and
cool.
That's his dad right there.
Yeah, my dad does that. My dad, that's one of my dad's favorite pastimes. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah. He told me about it. He's like, hey, do you think Jerry will draw my dad if I send him a pic? I'm like, well, just portraits, so I don't see why not, dog.
Yeah, like I probably can't do it like in one session on like a live stream or whatever, but yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. That's really cool.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, his team is super cool. They always bring me in like I'm their kid. So they live down in Corning, California, and I live up right now in Susanville, California. So it's about 2.5 hours away.
Yeah. So I've been out to California twice. One time for a conference in San Francisco, and then once I went out to Los Angeles. Are you anywhere near either of those places, or
not at all?
Gotcha.
I'm at the very top of California. So
okay,
you go to
Northern
Reno.
California.
Yeah, you go to Reno and go west 90 miles.
Yeah.
Straight across there's Susanville. And then right in that little valley in the top of California is where I live. About 120 miles north of Sacramento.
That's cool.
It's small. It's nice and slow, which is good.
Yeah. Do you guys have like seasons? Because I know that's the big thing in Los Angeles is like they don't have real winters or anything like that. You guys, does it ever snow there or anything?
Winter and summer, there's a little bit of fall, a little bit of spring, but the summer and winter just kind of boom, they're all of a sudden here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know when I went to San Francisco, it was kind of weird. Like I went there in June, and I still had to like wear a hoodie and stuff because it was like 60. It was like 60 degrees in the middle of summer.
It is always hoodie weather up here. It seems like.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds really nice to me. I like cool weather. So anybody in the chat, do you guys have any Thanksgiving plans or anything cool that you guys are looking forward to? I think on Tuesday I'm gonna do a coffee painting of a turkey.
Nice.
Yeah, like a wild turkey just out in the like I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool considering like most of my coffee paintings are like wildlife paintings and stuff. I think it
Yeah.
would be kind of cool. It'd be a good addition. It's still on my bucket list to get those things hung up, like in a coffee shop, but I don't know. Like I don't have any frames or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna pull that off or not.
Yeah, that gets expensive when you start framing them.
Yeah, I've got this. I've got it in my mind that I can make my own frames,
Yeah.
so I might do that. But you know, like just the frames themselves for the size of the pictures that I've done, it'd be like $30 per frame, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $30 for something that's just going to hang on the wall and probably never sell or anything.
Mm.
So I don't know. I'm just being cheap. I think I might actually make my own frames. That might be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. I thought
Yeah.
about doing that in the past too. I was gonna have my dad do it.
Yeah, the only problem is with these coffee paintings is they really should be behind glass. So I would still need to get like at least plexiglass or like some kind of glass or something for it. But they need to be matted and also behind glass because you know the coffee you don't want to kind of like stick to anything.
Right, right. The coffee would do a really good color base for like a cooked turkey too. That golden
Oh
brown
yeah,
color. Yeah.
absolutely. Like just a whole Norman Rockwell kind of like Thanksgiving
Yeah.
scene. That would be cool.
That'd be really good.
Yeah,
This green, this is green
that sounds like a lot of work though.
in there. Wow.
I need to like actually tackle a project that involves like 40 hours or more. I want to do that just as a challenge. Like I want to do a big art piece that takes me a while, has a lot of detail in it. Um, I don't know why. I just want to prove to myself that I can do it because most of the pictures I do are these like little small pictures. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not too small, but it's 9 by 12, and I want to tackle something big, especially after going to that gallery hop and seeing other people's pieces like super
right.
huge up on the wall and stuff. I think I think I've got that itch, to like do a major project.
I, I I could see that. Like I'm 8.5 by 11, normal size. And
Sure.
then when I went to college, I started doing the bigger pieces, right?
Yeah.
And those are fun. You kind of get some bigger lines in there and not as much detail because you step back further to see it.
Yeah.
But I did a couple for like a super graphic design class where we did digital door prints. And man, I really like that because it was like a lot of work and detail and a big piece. And I did a Geiger door where I compiled all H.R. Geiger's pieces together and kind of collaged them into
Oh,
a
that's
new Geiger
cool.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's the guy who does like kind of like alien type the xenomorphs and stuff,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think he did a book like Necronomicon or something like that. I remember that style of art from back in the day. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, they actually had I think a bar in, I don't know where it's Sweden or Switzerland, where it's from.
Mm,
They had a
yeah,
bar where it was all done like that style, where it's like aliens, creepy looking, where you go get drinks.
yeah, that sounds cool. I wouldn't mind doing like a whole studio up like that, like using I don't know styrofoam and doing sculpture and everything. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. I love those movies. I love that like kind of style of I guess it's kind of horror, but more like sci-fi. I don't. Well, no, it's definitely horror. I like that style though. Um, Kind of almost a little bit of like crossing biology with mechanics as well. Like there's a
Yeah,
very yeah, there's a lot of like a mechanical sense to it as well. I like that. But yeah, I think like a big something. I don't know. Ultimately I want to do like a mural on the side of a building. That's what I want to do.
that'd be
That
really
would be
cool.
my like if I ever do like a full on mural. on the side of like a tall building, at least 3 floors or 4 floors, something like that, I would consider my entire art career done. I would be like, yeah, I've done everything I need to do now.
I can retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like that after I did the Egan Skin piece.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
won,
That was
I
your
won all
big
those
thing.
awards. And said, okay, I'm cool. I did it.
All right. Let's see.
That was pretty cool. But that piece compared to all the Rome drawings I've done,
Mhm.
man. This suitcase right here, that's all full of Rome drawings.
Oh, cool.
That one is all full of Rome drawings. And another binder over here somewhere.
That's amazing. If you had to guess, how many drawings do you have of Rome?
I think 500 to 700 at least.
Wow, that's amazing.
And so I had my last dog, Beast. I was up on the mountain on my brother's property. It's like way out of town, and I didn't have anyone around me pretty much. And so I didn't draw at all. No creative outlet.
Right.
And I drew him like 3 or 4 times. Then the fire happened, lost everything. And I lost his ashes, and that really hurt me because it's like
Oh
I
no.
killed him twice because I killed his ashes. So I started uploading Rome's pictures to YouTube to have a backup. So just in case there's another fire or anything, I'd have a backup of all his work.
Right.
And then I got into the drawing zone, and then I found you where you were like drawing all the time.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
just what I
I had
do.
a creative partner that's like, boom, let's draw. And now I'm drawing with you, which is awesome.
Yeah, I love this. This is great.
So it's like you kind of help grow this Rome dog drawing army,
Cool.
which is awesome because like after losing him, I probably would have stopped drawing completely. And for me to be like now drawing again, oh, there's a frog.
Well, that makes me feel really good, man. I appreciate that. Like to let me know that you're remembering Rome through activities you're doing with me. That's great. I love that.
Dude, I love it when you do a shout out and say, "Hey, Rum Dog," because he would
Yeah,
hear you, and his ears would perk up like, "Oh, who's that?"
that's great. I
So
love it.
like, dude, my whole environment has changed, like everything about it. But then you being there like constantly every week, it's been a solid foundation in my life. So
Well, that's
it's really
awesome,
been
man.
helpful.
Well,
But
yeah. So,
yeah,
like, sometimes I do get busy. Sometimes I'm like, do I really want to do a stream tonight? Things like that. And
yeah,
but exactly what you said makes me want to do it. I want to keep that consistency there because, like, you tell like that warms my heart, man. Like for you to say that, like, you get that kind of structure out of it. That's awesome because there are some times when I'm like, I don't know if I want to do a live stream. And I'm like, well, people are kind of looking forward to it. So that's sort
yeah,
of I talked about like when I started the stream, that's one of the reasons I chose to do it is because when you have people like holding you accountable, you're going to do the work. And to me, it's important to do the work on a regular basis. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, by the way, Kid says we should do like a coffee mural, or I should do a coffee mural or something like that. Could you imagine like 4-story tall building with coffee all over it? That'd be amazing.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out what you're doing here.
Yeah, so let me zoom in real quick. Let's see.
Got it.
Yeah, we got a face coming out of this. I mean, slowly. Still a little bit soft, but you know how the process is that you start off really soft and then you start adding some more detail.
Oh, that's
I
looking
think,
good.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I think we're getting there.
I love that. He is.
Appreciate that. Cool. Um, let's see what you got going on over here. I love just switching back and forth. This is fun.
Yeah.
Ah, that's adorable. You should be a cartoonist, man. You've really got the skill set for that.
So I usually like because he's my I don't know whatever muse.
Yeah.
I'll do like a sketch of him to get me going, and then I'll do another one after that. So if I'm doing a regular piece for someone else, I'll try to get him in there to get me on that mindset, and then work on another one.
Right.
So, but this has been all right.
Have you ever considered doing like animation, like a series of cells that you kind of put together?
I really have. I actually have. Um, I don't have a computer now where I had before, where I can do layers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm working out the physics on how to hand draw it. Um,
So obviously people did animation long before computers. I don't feel like you need a computer to do it.
I don't think you do either. A good light table, registration marks. See if I got any. I'm working on. Well, they're in there somewhere. Shrinking down the paper size. Okay, so here's one of them. So we're gonna do a Rome belly, right? He's doing
Yeah.
belly. So there's him.
Nice.
So there's him sitting down, and these are kind of some key points. That's him kind of mid roll. So that's where I get his toes that don't look right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of the in between transition there, and then this is kind of going to be a final one. So then those are like key points, I guess, and then I have to do the frames in between it.
Yeah.
So I got like parchment paper, so I could trace it and do that. So yeah, I have been thinking about that.
Yeah, like I said, there you can do analog animation, no problem. In fact, like as a challenge, I suggest just get like a flip book, and start small, and just like get a little book and flip through it to do the animation while streaming that. I've seen some other people do that, and that doesn't require a computer at all.
And the registration points are all there. Where the regular size paper, I gotta punch them all. So yeah, I think I might do that.
Cool.
I think I might do that because going smaller is a lot better than me doing this normal size and going lots of detail.
Yeah, just to get your feet wet, just to say, hey, I did an animation and stuff. Maybe you might not like it. Maybe you might be like, oh, this is lame. I'm not really into it. Or maybe you might like it a lot and be like, oh, I want to scale this up and do something bigger.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool. All right, that's your challenge, man. I'm challenging you to do that at some point in the future.
All right, we can work on it. We can do it.
Yeah. And whenever I throw down a challenge, it's like you don't have to take it seriously because I'm afraid that you're going to throw down a challenge for me and I have to do it.
We're going to draw to the death.
Yeah, but honestly, I think that I think that'd be kind of cool for like Rome Dog, just to I don't know, anime. You got this style that just seems like it's perfect for animation. Like my stuff, I don't know. It probably tends. I can do animation. I've done cartoons before, but my stuff probably doesn't lend to it as well as your style. So I think that would be kind of cool to see.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I think I'm very sloppy and can't do a consistent piece back to back to back. So I really appreciate when you do. I don't know. You're more consistent on your work, so I think you could have a better. I don't know. I think you'd be better animating than me.
Well, I appreciate that, but you're doing all the right things. Like you, that parchment paper you were talking about, they call that onion skinning. That's how you kind of cheat, and you do like you're almost basically tracing your previous work and then making some small subtle change or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry says, wow, Rome taking notes like there's a test at the end. Very good learning tools. I still think you should have drawn Larry tonight. Like, it's always fun to see Larry in one of your pictures.
You might be able to throw some Larry in there.
Throw some Larry in there.
There's still he is our hero though, so we gotta.
Yeah, Larry's the unofficial like he's basically the mascot of the show because he represents all the themes that we do on this show. So the technique here that we were talking about before, with the wet charcoal. Let me go back to me for a moment and kind of show that off. So like we have talked about using wet charcoal, and the way I use it is just to kind of like quickly fill in like a lot of, bulk, I guess, to kind of like bulk up the tones of the picture. It makes it really smooth. It's really nice. So that I just wanted to explain real quick what I'm doing here before I
Yeah.
move on to adding kind of like a detail layer.
It's really soft. Like it really goes on smooth. Like I was really surprised. Like it's
Yeah,
really thin gray paint, but not paint.
it is like paint. And, I've seen people, you want to talk about large size art. I've seen this one lady, she does, um, I forget her name. I suck at these things. It's like Carly something other, but she does these like large scale, like nudes of like charcoal and stuff. And she always starts off her paintings with like, just like a big wash of charcoal, like just to throw down some like texture and some like a background to work off of and stuff. And her stuff's
Yeah.
like amazing. I mean, they're like life size, so they look like people essentially, and they're like photorealistic. But I don't know, like some of these people, they're so good, and it's like I look at it as like, well, I would struggle to do that, but it's still something I want to do. So it's like I want to challenge myself and force myself to do these things that I think would be challenging.
I think you totally do it. Like the bigger pieces, you can put less detail on.
Right, that's a good point. Yeah, like I'm doing like these really small eyes here and stuff, and like it is actually challenging to do that because it's so small. Like if these eyes were really large, I could do them fairly easily.
I know, right? So I have macular degeneration in my left eye.
Oh,
Um, I'm down to, so it's like it looks like this, right? Normal eye, that's me.
right.
So that one changes every once in a while. So um, I
Hmm.
wear contacts. I only got one contact lens in. It's in my good eye, so I'm drawing with my bad eye right now. So some of these guys here, where that sometimes looks cleaner to me than it does to you guys, and so
I
I
mean,
think
if
I
you're drawing with your
projected.
bad eye now, you need to draw with your bad eye more often because that's looking really good.
Yeah, like I'm going blind, and it's a good style, so it's like weird, but
Yeah.
I've been working with it. Um,
No, that's looking real good. I mean, like, I mean, I had no idea that you had like some eye trouble. I mean, that's pretty amazing that you're able to do that.
yeah, luckily I've drawn enough where I can kind of, I don't know, cheat my way through the not seeing part. Before I'd be very detailed with like mechanical pencil, erasing every little bit and piece here and there,
Right.
and I got to where I had to kind of let loose and let go. I think it actually developed a better outcome.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I used to. I draw a lot with mechanical pencil when I'm trying to do something super detailed as well. Like, do you find yourself doing that?
yes,
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, when I first started drawing for this channel, like I mean, that basically all I ever did was draw with the mechanical pencil before doing this channel. Now that I do this channel, I'm trying a bunch of other things. But I do feel like I'm more in control with the mechanical pencil. I just feel like I am able to like get a lot of detail in there with those. Every now and then I'll go back to doing the mechanical pencil, but I'm really trying to break out of doing that. But yeah, I
yeah,
really like working with the mechanical pencil.
yeah. I only used to use that, and then my buddy showed me. He was really good. Like he was phenomenal. He'd do these Disney characters, right, and shade them. And I swear he was a robot when he shaded it. It was really good.
It's amazing.
Like you could feel the lines. You could see the lines in there. And then he'd go and put clear nail polish over the eyes to make
Oh,
them
really?
shiny,
Oh, that's smart.
um, and over the teeth too, right? And so I'm like, oh, dude, that's amazing. So he gave me my first set of Prisma pencils, and boom, I fell in love with color.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then color, like I didn't know, it takes like 5 to 10 times longer than the black and white image sometimes.
It does, and that's why I don't do them as often. So, like, that's the reason why I cheat and use the soft pastels because those go like a lot quicker than the colored pencils. Because the colored pencils, you know, like especially if you have like any sort of like texture or tooth on the paper and stuff, you really have to like go over it multiple times and really press it in there just to get rid of that texture. So it is a bit time consuming, but the pictures are amazing. You know, I love the Prismacolor pencils. They're great. But yeah, to your point, they do take a lot longer. I would love to see somebody do a really realistic Prismacolor picture in like under 2 hours, because I think that's pretty challenging.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Kid says, I know I had to take the dogs outside, came back, and I was like, whoa, that's what Larry looks like. Kid thinks you're doing Larry the dog. Larry says, I want to see BIC holding a big pink teddy bear. That's funny.
That might be our next stream.
Yeah, that'd be great. They're also talking about the JCB treasure hunt. So, like, if you don't know what that is, this guy, he wrote a book that tells you where, like, I don't know, I think it's like $2 million worth of stuff. Like a bunch of different kinds of stuff. Like there's Bitcoin and like gold and all kinds of stuff. He put them in these boxes and he hid them out in the I don't know, there's like 5 boxes in different parts of the United States. So a lot of people are trying to find those. But he wrote a book about it. I haven't ordered the book yet. I'm probably going to order that at some point soon. But I don't know. It could be lucky. I feel like a lot of these treasure hunts are like playing the lottery, though.
Right. Yeah, I see that. A lot of investments.
This pencil's falling apart.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? I missed it.
547.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're way out there out west. That's weird. Like I'm looking at my clock and it's like 8:47, and I'm like, huh. Yeah, time zones are fun. I love traveling out west and picking up those extra hours. Like sometimes I go to Vegas and I call home and check in and stuff, and it's like you know, they're 2 hours behind, I think, in Vegas, and you know, everybody back home is going to bed. I'm just heading out to the casinos, you know, for a fun night.
And then I love coming over this with a watercolor afterwards.
Oh, you're gonna go over that with watercolor? Yeah.
Yeah, I might throw some slaps down there.
I like mixed media, but so I wasn't too keen on mixed media like when I first started, because I'm like, I don't know, I'm like, I want to be a purist, right? So like if you're doing watercolor, you should just do watercolor. You shouldn't mix it with colored pencils. Or if you're doing colored pencils, you shouldn't mix it with the oil pastels like I did on Tuesday. But you know, the longer I've been doing this stuff, I'm like, yeah, you know, you should use each tool for like what it's best for. So I'm less less strict on that as I used to be.
Yeah. I had that in college where the purists were like, you must only use paints and you can't airbrush and use pencils, Matt. Like, whatever. We go good together.
Well, the watercolor purists and stuff, they even say like things like, well, if you're going to do white, it has to be the base paper white. You can't come back over it and add like I don't know, like gel pen or gouache or something like that.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, they're like real sticklers on it too. Like if you enter a watercolor contest and it's not all pure watercolor and stuff, they like complain.
I can see that in a contest. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the solution is just don't enter that contest.
Right.
Lame. BIC says, throw it all on there. And that's the right attitude, honestly. Like, just do whatever it takes to get the picture done, you know? Use the right tool for the right job.
Right.
especially if you are doing like a colored pencil picture, it is difficult to get large areas of color. So that was one of the things I was saying when I was doing the oil pastels on Tuesday. You know, in order to get that same coverage of color, like I think I still have that picture around here somewhere. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so like in order to get this like this huge area of color, that would take you forever with a colored pencil. You know, like being able to do it with the oil pastels. That's like just a time saver. And to me, it's kind of like they're all the same stuff. You know, like it's all basically wax that you're dealing with. I don't really know what's in oil pastels. I'm gonna have to look that up. But to me, it just feels like the same kind of wax that you have in the colored pencils.
Yeah,
It's like
I would like to make my own pencils though.
make your own pencils.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
so this is my own clipboard, right? So this is um this is Lexan. This is not plexiglass.
Oh, okay.
So I have where's the drumstick? I got these weird drumsticks that I got too, which came about from my last dog trying to play a game with me. Like, here, he give you the ball, you go get the ball, and he grab and be like, "Oh, you're too slow," every time. So I made a little drumstick, like hockey stick thing, to get the toy away from him.
Oh,
Now I use it to drum on dog butts, and dogs love it. Every cat has loved it. Like, I take a stick and rub it on a cat's butt, and they're like, meow. Um, I'll find them. But they work like so when you're drawing right and you drag your hand, they used to have a tool that would brace your hand so you could draw or paint.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
So it works like that. It's the same size as the clipboard, but if you take the clipboard and this is a bungee cord, right? So some
Right.
of these engineering elements, you put them together, and you could basically launch pencils. That one went all the way across the room.
That's great.
And then I thought, if I do that, and then I can make my own pencils, maybe you combine a pink pencil with a red pencil, and then they might explode or have a chemical reaction.
Okay, so you're not so much making pencils as you're making ballistic missiles.
Yeah.
I get it. I gotcha. That's amazing. Um, I don't know how you would make pencils, to be honest. I I have an idea of how to make paper. Like I've done that before in like craft things, like when I was a kid or something, like in Boy Scouts or whatever. We've made paper, and it's actually a cool process. I think like you could make some really cool watercolor paper on your own. But as far as making pencils, I have no idea.
Yeah, got me on that too.
You can probably make charcoal sticks fairly easily with just by like I don't know, taking different kind of wood and setting it on fire, I guess. But I wouldn't know how. Like, I mean, these charcoal pencils, they come, like in soft, medium, and hard weights. I wouldn't know how all that's done.
The binders and
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, especially like when you get into like doing pastel pencils or something like that. There's some sort of binder in there. I think it's gum arabic, but I wouldn't know how like you do all that kind of stuff. I think I read somewhere that it was something like gum arabic or something, which is it's a fairly common binder. They use it in like printing ink and things like that as well, I think. Or at least that kind of stuff sounds familiar to me. I don't really know.
I'll close it here. Yeah, they said they could fix my eyes as they get a little bit worse last time I went. And I think they're at that point where they can fix them.
Well, I hope they can. And like, I mean, that sounds terrible. Like, I feel for you, like having to live with that.
Yeah, it's been oncoming, so I've done a lot of like I don't know practicing to memorize my location of items, and I was actually training Rome to be a C9 dog.
Oh, that would have been cool.
He would pick up and hand things back to me. You tell him to take me to Safeway. He'd take you to Safeway. He'd stop at the stoplights. Wait for the walk sign to be say, walk sign is lit. We had a route in Walmart I had him take me on, and I'd read off all the items on the list. And of course, he'd always get peanut butter or uh, hamburgers. But he stopped at the motor oil one time. I'm like, yes, you get the list down.
So how did he know what these things were? Like,
I would basically talk to him all the time and look him in the eyes for the communication. Okay, so the first communication is like dogs want food,
yes,
right?
yes,
And so when they look away from you, boom, you give them the food, and then they turn that just a quick look away, right? That will
right.
turn into a head turned all the way to the side, and so we got had I don't know, a verbal communication with our eyes. And so Rome could look at me, look at the door, and look back at me, and I know he wanted to go outside. And he
Oh,
got very good at indicating what he wanted with just his eye looks.
right.
And so I got to spend like almost all my time with him, which was awesome. Like I think 4 days out of the whole time we're together, I wasn't there with him. He was really smart. He's the smartest dog I've ever had.
Yeah, he sounds exceptionally smart, to be honest. Like, I think my dog Guinness is pretty smart, but it sounds like Rome is. Well, I think it's partly smart, but also well trained. I think it sounds like you did a good job of training him.
Thanks. He's very social too, like very social.
Yeah.
I think we went through almost every color in my box already.
Well, it's looking good.
Oh, look, Rome's looking at Mav over there. That's awesome.
Yeah, let me so let's do a check-in. Let's look at yours first. So we got Rome Dog looking at Larry in the heart. I love it. That's awesome.
That's for you, Larry.
Yeah, so like I mean, I'm envious of your style. That is a very cool style. Like I said, it looks good for like animation. It looks good for like cartoons, illustrations, comics, things like that. But it's a really good style. I love it.
Thank you.
Let's see. All right, and then
you got to go blind, Jeremy, to get it.
I got to go blind. All right. Well, I'm halfway there. I do wear glasses, and like I do think that at some point, I will probably have some eye problems. Let's see.
I know, right?
All right, and then this is Maverick. I'm trying to work on some details in the face and stuff. I got to get some detail down here in the bottom part. Let's see. We're on an hour into it. But,
see, I don't have the patience to do the realism, and so I really appreciate your realism there. Like that looks good.
Yeah, I don't have the patience either to do like the super realism that other people do. There's a term for like half-assing the realism. I think it's like it's representational. It's not necessarily realistic.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the right term or not, but yeah, it's like it's not full like it's not photo realistic, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I'm still working on it. But this is a pretty dog.
Yeah.
I don't usually do portraits of dogs where I do like full bodies like this. So this is a little bit challenging, but
I think you got a good fade out there. That works. I totally understand that. Where I want to have the full head. Like I like the collar because that's the cutoff point.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the bigger the thing that you're drawing, it's easier to get the details in there. That's really what the challenge is. But I think this is doing all right. I got to practice in all kinds of different ways anyway, especially like when I'm doing pet portraits for people. And you never really know what sort of photo you're going to get, so you kind of have to practice a bunch of different things. So it's all good. I enjoy the practice. I enjoy the opportunity to practice. So I appreciate you passing me along this picture. He's a cute dog though. Like he's got this great big grin on him. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Let's see. Larry says he ordered his book for that treasure hunt on the 11th. He hasn't gotten it yet. He figured he would read it and see how he felt about it. Yeah, it does seem like there's some puzzles in there. It doesn't look like there's anything too complicated, but from what I've seen, I don't know. Everybody's got their own particular style of treasure hunts that they enjoy. So, to each their own. But because I can't, says Larry, I can help you out with that. I got a 6-inch pink bear from my goddaughter many moons ago. That's great. Lorraine says she enjoyed reading that big book. Larry says you're crazy, Rome. I'm not sure what he's referring to, like what you were saying at the time, but you're apparently crazy.
Oh, Rome loving Larry.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, all I know is Larry has a Ukrainian wife, and I got onto one of those websites to get one, and Ukrainian women are like all 10s and 11s. They're beautiful.
So you're saying that Larry's got the right woman from Ukraine, and you want one as well. So you went to the website to order yourself one, or just to kind of like shop?
I was checking them out back in the day. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Even the 2s were 10s. They were all beautiful.
That's what they say about Ukrainian women. I don't know about this this dog tag, but it is what it is. I need to add a little bit of highlight. It's hard to get like these super fine details. I need to just like split the difference and be like, okay, that's enough of a hint at what it is that I don't have to worry too much about too much detail in there.
I'll get that point too. I've got all my sloppy lines in, and now I gotta start cleaning them up. So I have a page where I write down Rome loves, and I wrote down all his friends, the park, everything that he loved.
Oh.
One of the things we did too is like right before bedtime, I'd read off his YouTube comments and talk about our day. Like, oh, did you go see Bubba? Oh yeah, we went and saw Bubba. So I like re-solidified what we did that day each night. And I wrote them down on a paper and on the ceiling in my little RV.
Oh, that's very cool.
So yeah, Rome loves everybody. There's a couple times some big dogs like ran up to get him. Like I thought it was going down, and they ran up and sniffed, and then wiggled their tails. And it's like, yes.
That's adorable.
Battle right now.
I love that you had those conversations with Rome where you were reading off YouTube comments to him. That's cool. I thought about creating a channel for my dog. Like when I first got my dog many, many years ago, I created like a Facebook page. I just never kept up with it, but I like that you were doing that. I think I'm pretty happy with this face here. It looks. I kind of wish I had the photo up on the screen so I could show you what this dog looks like, because he is super cute, and I do love his smile, and I think this is a pretty good representation of him, or a decent.
It is.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I always forget to add the photo to the live stream. I really should, like when I'm working on these things.
Yeah. Yeah, a reference for everyone to come from.
Yeah, to kind of follow along and stuff. I mean, I think subconsciously I'm worried about like, well, what if it doesn't end up looking like the thing that I'm drawing, but they usually do. So I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why I feel that way, but yeah, I always seem to forget.
Yeah, I'll do that doing posts. I do a lot of posts. Put up a picture. Um, on YouTube, I want to do like a short, but get the link to the short, right, and then put that in a post.
Right.
With, but you got to copy and paste on your phone, and like I miss all those pieces. But to have that like cohesion of like, okay, here's the piece that we're working on. Here's the next step to it. I think I need to get rid of black.
I've been forgetting to make shorts a lot lately. I've been trying to get back into it just because I think that that's usually how you find new people, because like for some reason YouTube like promotes your shorts to like non-subscribers more than like this video here. I'll get, I don't know, X amount of viewers. It won't be a lot, but that's just the way it goes. And if I made a short or something, it'll reach more people, people who haven't like subscribed or even know about my channel, and then maybe they'll like be familiarized with my work, and maybe they'll like it. So I think it's important to also make the shorts. I always just forget. And then also I like to post to TikTok and Instagram as well. So like I always repurpose the shorts that I make.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I did a little bit of TikTok, but didn't really focus on it. Just YouTube.
Yeah.
So I would like to take all Rome's videos. I think he's got 1,000 shorts now.
Yeah, just put them up there. It's the same. You basically use the same video.
Yeah, right. So it's just you dump them over there, and there's like companies that will do that, right? Like I think transfer your YouTube videos and format them to the other.
Yeah, I mean, so you can download them from YouTube and then just re-upload them to TikTok. You don't have to do anything special. I mean, it's the exact same video. It's not like you have to reformat it or anything like that. You just post it up there. And I wouldn't post them all up at one time. I would like, post a little bit here and there and
schedule them.
Yeah, something like that. The big challenge for me is picking a song to go with it. Like whenever I make my shorts and stuff, I don't know. Maybe I should like branch out and not just put music to it, but I try to pick a song that at least works with it. It doesn't have to be like totally related to it, but I don't know. It's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Like I go back to this one song all the time because it kind of fits everything. But I'll get the song helps out a lot. Like I've noticed, like without a song, 40, 50 hits. With a song, 500 to 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes people go looking for that song that you picked or something. So like, I don't know. I have my type of music I like to listen to. So like, I'm a big indie rock fan. So like I like some obscure music and stuff, but mostly it's all rock, and I lean more towards the indie side of it than like pop rock or whatever. So what I find interesting is when I go looking for music to add to my shorts and stuff, I actually get exposed to music that I normally wouldn't listen to. Like I I'm not a huge fan of hip hop, but I like hip hop now, and like just like some like I don't listen to like a lot of country music, just because like I don't know all the different artists and stuff. But whenever I listen to country music, I actually enjoy it. So it's nice to be exposed to music that I probably wouldn't normally listen to.
That what is it? YouTube Premium. So it comes with YouTube Music Premium, and they do a recap of all the music you listened to this year.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've listened to 5,200 different songs or artist songs this year, and it's like 5,000 different songs.
That's amazing.
Crazy. I don't watch any TV really, but I didn't think it was that much. I mean, maybe a couple hundred. They're not in my playlist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it adds up. That's average 4 minutes per song. That's a lot of songs there. A lot of minutes. It is amazing to me how much art is just layers upon layers upon layers.
From the detail, I got to close my bad eye. I'm nerfing the back eyeball, guys, so phoning that one in.
I think it's amazing that you can compensate for your condition and still create beautiful art. I think that's amazing. Good job.
Like that. All right, I'm gonna take a smoke break. I'll still be here, but not long.
No problem.
Yeah, that's all. Sounds fine.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a beautiful dog. Hopefully, I'm doing it justice. But I mean, what a name too, Maverick, right? That's great. Yeah. So anagrams, huh? You guys think the new treasure hunt has anagrams in it? I looked at some of those puzzles, and it seems to be like a mixed bag. So, like for the force fin box that has the olive jar in it, and some of the other force fin items from his treasure hunt, that seems to just be the poem. So like he wrote a poem and stuff, and I guess you're supposed to kind of figure out where his search spot was because it seems like it leads to wherever he was searching personally for force fin stuff. I don't even know where to begin with that because it took 10 years for Force Finn's poem to be solved. I don't know how you're supposed to solve this new poem. But some of the other puzzles, like anything cryptographic, I struggle with. I hate those things. Anything that makes you feel like you're in an escape room, I'm not interested in. So like some of the other ones, they do seem very challenging. I think I might do it though. I might get the book and participate just because my understanding, people keep talking about like one of the boxes maybe hidden in Ohio, and that's pretty close to me. So like that's something I can get behind. Plus, I kind of miss a nice boots on the ground treasure hunt like Force Fins. I miss that kind of stuff. But I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not having the book yet because like I feel like some of these things they're going to take a while to like. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's going to be solved like really quickly." I don't think that's true because there's some super smart people, like genius level people, who are interested in this treasure hunt, and I don't think that they really have too much of an advantage just by being smart. I think it just takes thinking the right thing. Anybody can do that. And then a bit of luck too. It is like playing the lottery. That's a lot of fun. You get an idea. Like one of the things I liked about Force Finn's treasure hunt is, you get an idea. It really is a thrill of the chase. You get an idea in your head. You want to go out and check it out. You get out into the woods, and you're out there looking and stuff, and you feel like you're in the right spot. You start, making these connections, whether they're real or imaginary, and it's just so much fun, to capture that kind of spirit again. Now, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to start in the winter because like I don't know, like I really enjoy the boots on the ground aspect of it, so I don't see doing that much over the winter, but maybe I'll probably get the book here before too long. But all my friends are talking about the book, so it's like one of those things where I want to be able to like talk with them and participate and things like that. So I kind of feel like I have to get the book to participate. That's what I thought on that treasure hunt. Talking about there's Treasure Inside book, in case you're wondering. It's a new treasure hunt that just started like this month, earlier this month. I'm a little bit limited here. I usually use like a kneaded eraser, but I need to pick up a new one. The one I had was getting a little crusty, so I got rid of it. So I'm down to these normal erasers. This dog actually looks like one of my parents' dogs that they used to have. We got Rum Dog neck. Oops. Hey, that's kind of cool. I didn't know I had that split screen like that. I wonder if that's better. All right. I'm going to have to remember this view here because that might be better for the actual art. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on that for a little while. So for those just tuning in, our normal stream, we've got a guest with us tonight. We've got Rome Dog, who's a visiting guest artist with us. He is drawing his favorite muse, Rome Dog. And I am drawing, I think, a friend of his, a family member's dog.
Yes, best friend, family. He's family, pretty much.
Okay, so and I'm drawing Maverick. So we got Rome Dog who's drawing Rome Dog, and we got Jeremy who's drawing Maverick. And it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun here.
I got my pencil sharpeners.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go through white pencils like nobody's business.
White pencils? Oh, for the yeah, because you're using it to blend, right? Yeah, same deal.
I think down to this one, so that's enough.
What do those cost you when you have to go and get a new one?
I think they're like $250 out the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not too bad.
Because I got to go pick up some new ones myself. I haven't been doing any of my my black paper with white pencil just because I'm down to like a little nub. So I need a new white pencil at least.
And then also, here is a shorty whitey, and let's use straw to extend them.
What are you using there to extend those?
Straw out of like a fountain soda.
No kidding.
Pepsi makes them, yeah. Or
I've seen people extend them, but they usually buy like an extender and stuff. I didn't know you could just use like a fountain straw. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's smart. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
And then, like, when you want to keep your tips safe, you put them on backwards to keep them from breaking. Bam.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Well, that one's hard to draw with.
Yeah, I do like drawing Maverick here. He seems like a very fun dog.
He was in the same pickup truck as Rome. So Richard never vacuums out the truck, because he's got his hairs in there and stuff. So every once in a while there'll be some dog hairs that get caught on your clothes, and to remind you of your buddies.
Yeah, that's the worst. Whenever a dog passes away or something, their fur's everywhere. They're still around.
I like it as a reminder of them. Mike is coming real soon, so you'll and then Rome used to eat honeybees, And so whenever a bee comes and lands on me, I think it's like a little calling from him. Like, I'm still here. Yeah, we're back to. Say what's up to K-Bar.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going? So this is is this Warhorse or is this somebody else?
This is K-Bar.
K-Bar?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Good.
Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hello.
That's
Are you the artist that I keep hearing about?
Yeah, I draw lots of horse pictures.
Aw, that's amazing. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. That's cool.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Introducing. That's cool.
They brought me beer. Ah. Oh, how's school?
Good.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Go ahead, Cooper. You missed you.
That's pretty awesome. I like meeting younger artists and stuff because they're just getting started. They're still like super into it. They're like super inspired all the time. I love it. I wish my my own niece would develop an interest in art. I think one of my nieces is probably going to pick up the habit of drawing and stuff, but I don't know. She's still a little bit young. She likes to play with crayons and stuff like that. But I'm hoping like at some point they develop more of an interest in it. We'll see. Kids change over time, so they pick up interest, they drop interest. We'll see how it goes. I love how you got Larry in the picture.
That's right. Are you going to show me my picture? All right, found it. So we got 2 pictures coming up from Jocelyn.
Awesome.
We'd like to show everybody.
That's cool. Let me know when you got them. I'll put you on full screen.
All right, we're ready to go.
All right, let me switch to you.
Kind of horse. I'm trying to find something.
The horse trying to find something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh, I love the colors on that. That's great, Jocelyn.
It's an A.
Nice.
Obviously.
Good job.
That's great. Good job. Hold on, let me good job.
Yeah, let's go there.
I got some pencils in my backpack. I can't find. Oh. I'll have to cover a wrap. And you see that. Oh.
What are you doing there? 5.5. Yeah, I don't know if I want to burnish all of this. So we're gonna hit a couple of spots.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good though, man.
Yeah, I think your coach kind of got me onto the color scheme.
I like the colors there. Those are really good.
Yeah, my wife at the time, she got a bunch of gel pens, like 100. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna use all these. She's like, no, you can't. I was like, no. So sometimes I'll just do that, and I just grab a color, use it, put it in another box.
Yeah. Sometimes I pick a color that's, I don't know, I just have more of or something.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Got some other pictures. Just one more.
Just
Oh, she's got another picture? Hold on.
Another egg.
That's another egg.
Oh, that's
Actually,
adorable.
it's a head of a shark.
The head of a shark.
Oh, obviously. I see it. Yeah, good job. Good job, Jocelyn.
High five.
No, that's great. I love that.
I got a big. Stepped on it.
Yeah. Sometimes she spends more time on her drawings, and sometimes they're quick sketches.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
Because they're little cases.
I mean, I got to be honest. Like at that age, I was not doing anything remotely as good as like just even the colors and stuff like that. I mean, I think I've showed off one of my original pictures that I did probably around her age, and it's just terrible. It is horrible. So that's actually really impressive. Like one day she's just going to be an excellent artist, just showing us all up. I believe it.
Well, she's been drawing since she was old enough to, grip a pencil. I have a picture of her when she was like 1.5.
Wow.
Crayon in each hand, and when she started off, she was drawing with both hands, and eventually it kind of turned into,
So there's one of her Rome dogs.
right-handed.
Oh, that's adorable.
I made it on my own.
Yeah, it's very nice. Good dog. Yeah, I mean, look, Rome Dog, I'm sorry, man, but like her work is better than yours.
It is totally is.
Look at
Rome dog.
Oh, that's cute.
the spear.
That's very cool. Did you make that?
Added.
That's cool. Good job.
I made them.
Well, thank you for coming on our show, Jocelyn, because like this is actually the kind of stuff that I really like. I like the art of younger people, and you've got a promising career ahead of you in the art world. She's like, whatever. She doesn't care.
For the chat is how many people actually draw along with Jeremy.
Well, we haven't had a lot of people chatting in here over the. I think. Yeah, we still got some people in here.
Yeah.
Not a ton of people tonight.
Well, you always title your streams "Draw with Me,"
Yeah, absolutely.
and I know Rome Dog does, and I'm usually doing other stuff because you stream right around the time I'm making dinner for Jocelyn.
Right. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
other.
There's a small handful of people who have said that they actually draw while doing this, and it's always appreciative. I always thought that would be cool. Like I always, I don't know. My heroes are people like Bob Ross and other artists like that, where it's always been my thought that people would draw along with me. You can't really ask, you can ask them to, but you can't really expect them to. But yeah, every now and then people do say that they are drawing as well, and I always think that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's a cute horse.
Thanks.
Yeah, we draw horses on this show all the time.
It's
Now that
my toy.
at some point I'm going to mail this out to Matt, and I'm going to include a picture of a horse for you. Okay. We live in horse country around here. There's like a lot of horses everywhere. Right there, buddy?
some months she gets to go down and ride, at least play with, usually ride horses. And we got minis, ponies, and full size available for her. So.
Oh, you got the mini horses? Those are adorable. I love those.
I volunteer at an equitherapy ranch.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where they get developmentally disabled horseback.
Gotcha.
They bring community service people out to help around the ranch. I've been friends of the family for 15 or 20 years at this point. So anytime the kiddo wants to come up and ride, we get to go out and have fun.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds awesome. I live in horse country. I used to work for an equestrian organization, and like the horse outreach, like the horse rescue programs, things like that. There's a ton of those around here, and it's always nice to go out and sometimes volunteer on the farms. I've done that before. It's always interesting. There's like a lot of it's Lexington, Kentucky. So we're here in Kentucky where they have the horse racing. So we have a lot of like retired thoroughbreds. They need a home and things like that. So there's a horse farm here nearby that I like to volunteer at sometimes called what's it called? I think it's called Old Friends Farm, and they have a lot of retired thoroughbreds there. It's just really cool.
Yeah. So the place I volunteer at, they're all rescued.
Nice.
And I think the youngest full size horse they have is 12 or 13 at this point. So she was badly abused, so is more like a 20 or 25-year-old horse.
Right.
Most of the horses on the ranch are over 20 years old. So, past their working days, but still great for light riding, and they're not working anymore, but they're incredibly beneficial to the autistics and the kids with Down syndrome. You get up on there, it's switch.
Well, I definitely support that kind of stuff. So I would like to thank you for your service, because that if I ever had a farm of my own, it would be for that kind of stuff where I'm taking in rescue horses and retired race horses and kind of, I hate to say, but repurposing them so that around here you have like a lot of agritourism. So at least from that standpoint, they have like a second life.
Take over the care and of a 34-year-old horse. At this point, he doesn't have any issues. It's just, we throw him half a bale of hay just to keep him, keep some weight on his bones. Because 34, it doesn't matter how much you feed him. That's an old horse,
Right. Sure.
An old man. You can't. All you can do is give him enough and keep him warm.
Right. Well, it sounds like you're doing really good work. So I again, I appreciate it that you're taking care of horses in that way. Because like I'm just a super fan of horses in general. I love the animal. They're so adorable. You know, it's kind of sad that when they've like outlived the purpose that they signed on for, that sometimes they're discarded. I don't like that. Like especially around here where you have like a lot of horse racing. When they stop being racehorses and stuff, they,
Yeah, I don't like it when horses are sent to the glue factory.
right,
Pick the horse up.
right,
Like when the horse is put in and it's my famous surgery, they're not humans, but horses are better people than a lot of humans I know.
I believe that. Yes.
So, like, the least we can do is give them the same retirement we give grandma and grandpa.
Right.
And, up here in Northeast California in the mountains, wintertime, that's kind of hard to do. But Kentucky is horse country. Northern California has horse people in it.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm surprised at how many places do have horse people. I mean, they're pretty ubiquitous. They're everywhere. We have like a large concentration of them in this state, but they really are everywhere. Like the horse organization I used to work at, we had, I want to say it was like 80,000 members, and they're from all over the United States. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Hey, Jocelyn, bring the Michael. I'm sorry, 'cause I'm not paying attention at all to the chat, and I'm monopolizing you now that I have a mic. So I'm gonna.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, and especially a pleasure meeting Jocelyn. I love her artwork. So you guys are welcome on the show anytime you want. You guys are awesome.
I said when I came on, this is probably the last time you'll hear my voice. It's probably not, because I've also talked about live streaming opportunities. So we'll be around, but it's been a pleasure, and I will revert to text chat at this point. But Jeremy, it's been a pleasure meeting you, actually voice to voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah, pleasure is all mine. I appreciate it. So the chat's not really that active right now. My guess is that they probably jumped off to go and watch a stream about treasure hunting, which is like the other thing that these guys are into. But they're in there, Well,
you got to share the pleasure, because it's been a pleasure on my end too. So we'll go half and half on it.
Awesome. That sounds good.
Warhorse K-Bar.
Well, Rome Dog, what do you think of Maverick here? Let me zoom in on him. You think that's looking like him, or?
I think that looks phenomenal like him. I think he looks awesome out there.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Really good.
Let's take a look at your guy. Let's see.
Not bad.
We got Rome Dog here with Heart Larry, and what does that say? Rough. Nice.
And we got our Dog Paw, my signature NorCal Underground design.
Very cool. All right. Well, I mean, I think we both got some pretty decently done artwork here. How do you feel? You feel like you're done with it, or you want to stick around for a little while, or?
That feels good to me.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is probably a good place to stop it. I mean, we're at the hour and a half-ish mark, and that's where I usually like to keep these things. So, hey, man, this was so much fun. Like, this is the second time we've done this, where we've done this co-hosting type thing, and I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely an interesting experience to draw with others. Like, I kind of feel like I want to get like like a group together and get some more people on here. I know that because I can draws as well, and he's expressed interest. So, who's this guy?
Cooper.
That's Cooper. That's my dog.
Oh, Cooper's adorable. Look at Cooper. Oh,
Almost 8 years old.
yeah.
24, something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's cute. Well, anyway, we should do this more often, Rome Dog. We should get some more people in here and just have a big old party. So I'll reach out to some people, see what we can do. But this has been my pleasure. This has been awesome. It's always fun to work with other people like this. So hopefully you had fun as well.
I may try jumping on. So I have decent talent, but very little practice.
Oh, well, that's what this is all about. I mean, we all have varying degrees of talent, so that's totally fine. Yeah.
Be proud of just sitting around like when I don't set out to do it.
Sure.
But
all right. Well, we'll get another one going at some point, and we'll invite you on, and just have another party. It'll be great. But yeah, so I think probably should wrap this up. We're pushing an hour, 45 minutes. I know some people got to go to work tomorrow, school, things like that. But the great thing is you go to bed on a Thursday night, you wake up and it's Friday. So hopefully everybody has a great weekend. I know that the holidays are coming up next week, so hopefully everybody has a great holiday. Hopefully you can spend some time with friends and family and all the great things that Thanksgiving are about. We go to we got my puppy up in here as well. Let's see. Yeah, so this is Bear, and then we got Guinness back here. So anyway, let me go back.
Yeah, I'm going to this tonight. That's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you had fun, I had fun. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Any final words you want to say before we head out?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Kit says, looks great, guys. So there you go. You got your endorsement.
Yeah, thanks, Kid.
All right. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for hanging out with us on a Thursday night. I'll be back on Tuesday. We're probably going to do a coffee painting of a wild turkey for Thanksgiving. So that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully my dog stops coughing on the water that he was drinking. But anyway, have a good one. See ya. Bye.